Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video on the series I'm remaking, which is called the TARDIS Flight Classic series. I'm going to call it the TFC or whatever, so if I refer to that, then that's what I'm talking about. So I hope you enjoy the video. I've spent a long time making it, and enjoy. Okay, to start off, I'm going to do the Chameleon Circuit, and then I'm going to go to exterior stuff, and I think we're going to focus on the exterior and how to, customize it. On the next video, I'll show you interior designing, and then this is going to be the basics, which is I'm redoing from last thing, so to do the Chameleon Circuit, you want to press this button. It varies on different consoles. You could press this button, or you could click handles, or you could type handles. I'll go into handles later, but you want to press this button. You can go to any exterior, sorry, you want. I'm going to go for just this. And then if we go to our monitor, which is over here, our exterior is changing to the one we set, which is what we want. And if you press the exterior button, which is here, oh, that's not the exterior button. This is the exterior button. You can press, you can have any color you want. I keep getting this Roblox thing. You can make exteriors, you can save exteriors, you can load them. For some reason I have this one called Zachriac. I haven't been on TARDIS Flight in ages, which has my own custom exterior. I can save that exterior from what I've done to it. I can delete the exterior. I can make new save slots. Oh my god. And yeah, that's pretty much exteriors. And I'm going to go into the flight. So, if you don't know how your console works, the best way to learn your console is by pressing the time rotor, which is the big block in the middle. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Everything's showing. So, to fly, most people go to the vortex first. And once you're in the vortex, your TARDIS starts to dematerialize. And now he's in this weird vortex place, which is from the show Doctor Who, obviously. And when you're in this place, you can press set perfect coordinates. And this is pretty much, if you know what Roblox Studio is, it's pretty much the rotation, and the movement is WASD. Control is down, base is going up, shift is speeding like the movement up if you don't want to go very fast, Q and E is rotating left and right. I believe F is rotating the blue axis, G is rotating on the red axis. If you want to reset the positions you've done, you have to press R. So I'm going to make a landing space. I've forgotten the slow key, so this is going to be hard. Okay, so if you want to go slow, you want to hold your left mouse button. Okay, that's a good place to land, and when you're done, this is pretty self-explanatory. It tells you what to do, and if I haven't gone in depth enough. X is you don't want to set the coordinates, and Z is you want to set the coordinates into your TARDIS, and then if you press the land button, you will see the landing in that area. Don't mind the Roblox pop-up, it keeps coming up, it's very annoying. And we're in this location. This location is called Earth. There's also other stuff you can go to different. You don't even need a TARDIS to travel between the dimensions, and that you can press 1 and get the vortex manipulator. Press the buttons to change which planet you want to go to. And if you click it, if you click the top button on the vortex manipulator location, you will be taken to that place. It's pretty self-explanatory, but what if you've lost your TARDIS and it's gone somewhere you can't reach it? You're not going to really want to go out of your way and ask someone to go help you get to it, you can either you can click to teleport to the interior of your TARDIS, or you can right click and wait, and your TARDIS will go to you. And then you can enter your TARDIS and stuff like that. So what if I want my friends to go inside my TARDIS and they can't get in because the door's locked? They keep getting this lock sound. If you press this button here, or if you press the rotor, you can see the lock button. You can enter permissions. So if you unlock the doors, and here if you're in a server with more people, you can set permissions where if they can open your doors, fly the TARDIS, and stuff like that. So if I clear my TARDIS, that means I'm booting everyone out that isn't me from my TARDIS, and it automatically locks it so they can't get back in. So this is pretty self-explanatory. It's green, it's unlocked. Red is up, it's locked. So we're going to leave it locked. Crash button. I'll get to the power button first. So the power button is, if you press this power button, self-explanatory, the power turns off. And if you press it again, it boots back up again. One of the easiest things to master. There's also a thing where if you're role-playing with your friends, sorry, your mouse is dodgy, and you press the crash button. If you press the crash button, your TARDIS goes red, it starts playing like crash sounds from like explosions everywhere, scratch your screen, it's very hard to fly, and yeah, if we go into, I won't go into fly mode yet, air bubble, actually we'll do that when we're flying. Cloister bell, pretty self-explanatory, plays the cloisters. The brakes, it turns off the wheezing sound when you dematerialize. Sonic, so you can customize your sonic screwdriver to take off. You're in space now, you're flying. Let me check this. You're above the planet you were originally on, like quite far in space. It pretty much takes you into orbit. And then if you press the crash button, your TARDIS starts to crash. What if you don't want to crash and we're in flight? We want to press the uncrash button, or the crash button again, and then so we consider your flight, we want to press the fly button, and then we want to press F. So the TARDIS is set to hovering, which means in the direction where it was going before. Now if we exit that, and when we're in flight, we can press E, and we toggle the engines, and then we start to go back to the normal flight if we just press it twice. Now, WASD to fly, control is down, space is up, F is hover, and to exit the flight thing, which doesn't do anything, it just like exits you from the flight screen. If I do that, I've toggled the engines and I press X. Now, if you go outside, we're in here. And this is also another TARDIS. So what we're going to do is not lock the TARDIS. What we're going to do is press this. We're going to hold our sonic on the TARDIS, now it's dematerializing. And whenever we use the summon command with the TARDIS, it goes out of the vortex. This is the diner. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you've watched the 12th Doctor series, it's actually a TARDIS. You can enter the diner TARDIS, and you can see the outside. It's pretty much a mini TARDIS that you can do. You can only do the land and where you want to go. You can't do precise coordinates, otherwise there'd be big havoc. So if you press it, most of the buttons do nothing, apart from like go up and down. You have the screen, obviously, which is from the middle, and then this is the land key, and you want to set land, and you can take to whatever place you want to go. What if we want to go to, let's go to the castle. We've set our land coordinates to the castle. If we press land, we look at the monitor again. We're dematerializing, and we're rematerializing where we set our land to. pretty straightforward, and it's easy to get the hang of. Now if we exit, we're in the place we wanted to go. Now let's go back to our TARDIS. By the way, if someone lands in your location with their TARDIS, then you get taken inside their TARDIS or your TARDIS. That's how the key works. It just teleports the TARDIS towards you. So the shrink, pretty much flatline. The TARDIS is extremely small, and people can pick up the TARDIS if you allow permissions for that. So let's unshrink our TARDIS, and set land is pretty much the same as the one you just saw in the other console. I don't know what set hop is. I haven't actually looked into that, but that's like exact coordinates. I don't use that, and I recommend you don't. The cloak, TARDIS is now invisible. Now it's not. Phasing speed, I set it to. I think you can set it to 10. You can set the hum, the different ones you like. Shrunk TARDIS, pick up permissions. You can set this to everyone inside your TARDIS party, or everyone. Stabilizer suppression, which means how much you get kicked about in the vortex. The vortex is the amount of vortex you have. Is the type of vortex you're in when you go to the vortex. Allow other people to save your interiors. I recommend you don't, unless you're doing a TARDIS trade. Regenerate with TARDIS pilot. We'll put this on. So the regenerate with TARDIS pilot, this allows us to go into the regenerate feature that a keyboarder has added. So if we go into the vortex, we don't even need to be in the vortex. Actually, because we set this to Smith, I can show you. Yeah, now we've changed the phasing speed, it's gone slower, and you get that smooth dematerialization sound. And see, now we're in the Smith vortex. Now, if I go to regenerate, which is the number 2 key, you get this regeneration menu. This is hair, this is face, this is skin color, this is your height. So if I go 1.1, you see I'm taller, but you can disable regeneration, so when you're low health by Reaping Angels or Daleks, you're not going to die. When you're not going to regenerate, you're just going to die. If I press rebrand, regenerate, once we're happy, I'm going to burst into light. The TARDIS is going to land, and it's going to kick you out, and it's on fire. And then it's changed interior. But what if the interior is like not, you just have to press set interior, which is on the console. You can pick any. I'm going to go for the coral interior. I'm going to press build interior, and we're set to that interior we've set. Also, our exterior stays the same. Anyway, I hope this was a good start to the series, and I hope we can continue the series further. I'll go into handles the next episode, and I'll go into interior design later on. So we'll finish off the basics next episode, and goodbye.